Right, morning everyone. It's a bit early for today's start for the video. It's the first time I've had to get up this early for a little while. It's 3:30 in the morning. Because I've got to go to far away. I've got to go to Stanford-le-Hope, which is all the way down there, to a fuel problem on a digger. So, yeah. Early rise to get there early to get the machine back up and running. Right, little update for you. Now on the A12, the other side of Ipswich, it's now 4:41 in the morning. So I've done about half of it now. I've got, my sat nav says 57 miles left to do. So yeah, it ain't too bad, but I know it's further than that. I don't know what way the sat nav will take me. But yeah, we're getting there. So I'll do a little time lapse now so you can have a bit of a journey. Well, we're going out to a Kobelco 350-10 today. It's got fuel filter problems which always occur after about 200 hours of running. Because last year they've got Hino engines in them, and the Hyundais have got Cummins in, and they are both a pain last year. Well, some of our we had 3 old Volvo A25Cs, and I've had to put fuel filters on them before due as well, because we had all fuel bugs last year, or 2019, all during the summer. I was just changing fuel filters every 200 hours. It's beyond how mad I was doing them. But we ended up having it ended up being a fuel bug, because they're putting too much biodiesel into a regular diesel. So it's just creating just black slime, and the filters will clog up after 200 hours, and then start throwing codes. And yeah, as soon as they rang me, I went, "We got down on power, it's restricted," and everything. I was like, I know exactly what's wrong with them. It needs a set of fuel filters on them. So I'd have to go out, put fuel filters on them, clear the codes, probably get them to do a regen, because they'll just keep running them like it. So yeah, regen them, grease them up, check them over, and then they're all good to go for the next 200 hours, which is then a service. Right, we've got just a little digger here, 35-ton Kobelco. It was dying down when you operated the hydraulics, so I put 2 new fuel filters on it now. Considering this one should be as clear as the other one. Yeah, and it weighs a ton. So we got one more filter to do up top, because this has got 3 fuel filters on it. And they've also managed to break the beacons off completely, as in yeah, that's killed it. So we'll change top filter up there, and then we'll start her up and see what happens. Right, there's the 3rd fuel filter. So we'll take that top off, and then we'll change it, then bleed it all up, and it should be good. Not a lot of people remember about these 3rd filters on these Hino engines. A lot of them get forgotten up the top here. Everyone just think there's 2 on the side, and then no one bothered changing the top. But you'll see in a minute, this filter's been in the machine for about 200 hours, and you'll see what I mean by a fuel bug. It's not pretty at all. Yeah, comparison test. New one, old one. I think that's why it was dying down as soon as you operated everything. Right, let's fit the new one, and then try it. Moment of truth. Well, if you'd done that before, the engine would die right down. think I need to adjust that pressure. That's a little bit of a high pressure for that grab. Oh, that sorted one job out. Now we just need to adjust the pressure on here for the grab, because that is way too high. Now I've just got to remember how to do this. Yeah, wasn't that one? Someone had put it on one of the higher settings, so if I put it back to that one, now if I go home, still miles too much. Put it on to setting 9, which is 210 litres a minute. It's good. I think we can go down one more though. Go to option 10, which is 110 litres a minute. That's better. So I can get you to sit like that. I need to sit you there for a minute. I need to hold that. Get into that screen. So let's have a look on trouble history. Yeah, it's had lots of error codes, all round about the same hours. So what we can do now is no more errors, all gone. So while I'm here and the machine is warm, I'm going to hold them two, bring you back here. Right, what we're going to do now is recalibrate the hydraulic pumps. That one in it. Right, so now to start the engine. You can see it flashing over at just over 1,000. Now we push enter. You can see it's now revving at nearly 2,300-ish. What it's doing now is recalibrating hydraulic pump number 1 and number 2. You can see they're off. So it should be around about that. So I now calibrate them and balance them and make the whole machine a lot smoother to operate. This takes about 5 minutes if the pumps are really far off. We got 360 camera on it, rear camera. Got steel wrist hitches, which they're alright, they have their problems. Now you can see it's still doing it. It's now put the engine under load. As you can see, it's dropped to 2100. So it's now sorting all itself out. And bottom pressure should be fairly equal. It is overdue a service. It should have been done at 3,500. It's a sticker. It was done at 3,028. So it is overdue a service, and I will be speaking to the owner of it. And by the time this video gets edited and put out, you'll probably have another one of me servicing this, but we'll see what happens when it comes to it. But the next project, well, it's done it already. Just got to finish uploading the memory, and then the next job after this is to do the beacons, because they broke off, so we'll redo them.